Hi, in this video I want to talk about an aspect of automatic intelligence, autopilot intelligence, and commonly known artificial intelligence. But first I want to digress. Yesterday on Twitter people discovered a safety bug in Mac OS High Sierra, and basically you could log in without any password. So this spread around really fast, and my point is, why I'm digressing immediately, is to just point out that any sort of flaw, it will always be sort of used by, I mean, even in our human intelligence, any security flaw is used by hackers, non-hackers. It is spread about, and no data is safe. So Apple has a security bug and many more which we don't know about, and at the same time they're just telling you to relax and just buy their iPhone 10 and just look at it and have your face registered, and all this sort of data that is collected by people who never turn off those features in their smartphones is used, abused, and people get in there and access that data which shouldn't be there. So back to the topic: autopilot intelligence, artificial intelligence, automatic intelligence, whatever you want to call it. When that is discussed, we have this aspect of the kill button, the kill switch, the stop button, the sort of basic idea that there's an emergency button, so if something goes wrong, we can just take control by shutting down the system. And this is being discussed online. And at the same time, people who are discussing who are discussing this are talking about how this artificial intelligence will sort of exponentially evolve. It could be in place as we speak if we go by the ideas of Nick Bostrom. That it's just standing in the background quietly sort of manipulating us until it figures out what it needs to do. But let's not go that's wide now. Let's just focus on the kill switch. So in the discussion, there's this praise giving. So this artificial intelligence will be able to handle big data, everything basically. And at the same time, we want to have a switch. And people are talking about this online. Well, I think, and I'm quite sure, that the real solution, the real idea, besides the entertaining sort of part of talking about this, will not be talked about online, will not be perhaps even sandboxed in a closed system, because everything hooked up to any sort of communication link, power structure, could be attacked or infiltrated by this artificial intelligence. So people who are really smart and doing this, I'm pretty sure that they are doing this on pen, paper, typewriters, offline. But I understand that people, we feel entertained by talking of these ideas. But just imagine, I mean, if there was an artificial intelligence and if you didn't tell it had a kill switch, a stop button, it would figure that out. And how would you feel, for example, if you found out your parents had a kill switch, so when you were disobedient or did something wrong, you just blacked out from time to time or anything like that. I'm saying this because basically everything online, everything stored on the internet is available for everyone. Once it's online, it's there for anybody. So these ideas of people discussing how we're going to have the safety mechanisms of AI are in a sense totally meaningless, because if a human being, I mean, say you and me talked about this in a video and we came up with the greatest idea and we were like, wow, we have solved the case. I mean, it would be snatched up by the AI immediately, and there went our best idea basically. So all of these ideas would be handled offline, and Even in the mainstream years ago, you heard about not security, but intelligence agencies who are using, typewriters, old school documents and stuff, because every device today is it could be controlled. It's not a joke. You can go find out so much about this. I'm back years ago. I used to listen to Jacob Appelbaum. He did some good lectures. I mean, they were available online a couple of years ago, and there are probably more people. I mean, there are so many people talking about this. But my point is, we will never know the safety feature of eventual AI development. It will never be discussed online, presented. So everything we read about AI is what we are sort of allowed to know, and on the basis that none of us people would sort of come up with this best idea of solving that problem. And this is my comment, not on any specific video, but just on there's many videos where this is talked about. And what do you expect, to somebody present the best idea? I think those minds are working offline, and they have been, headhunted by their various governments, companies, who knows what kind of organizations, deep state, so on. So it won't be online, because as soon as it's on a USB stick or anything, it's dangerous. It can be accessed by this AI, because we cannot at the same time treat this sort of AI like it was a simple robot walking in a room and needs a kill switch, and at the same time sort of realized, as we do today, like, this deep learning machine is so intelligent, it sort of takes care of itself, and it will be able to do almost everything. And people talk about this sort of global AI consciousness. So one realizes that the eventual safety feature which humanity, if this goes all the way, will never be discussed online, put on a hard drive, or anything like that. It would be behind good old analog, old school walls and doors, and put on paper between 4 eyes, 8 eyes, 12 eyes, and so on. Anyway, that was some thoughts on that. What do you think? Take care and all the best. Ciao.